Yeah, my only thought was that this is first time in my life that I'm in a quarterfinal at the World Championships, and you never know if you will be there again. So at least you have to fight to the very end, and I continue just to play ball for ball, and I know how difficult it is to make the last ball, and unfortunately it went out my way, and I was a little bit lucky to catch this set. I stole it a little bit, and then I start to play better and better, but my thought was that I'm in a quarterfinal at the World Championship, so at least you have to fight to the end.
因为梅茨曾经多次就是在比赛当中是在先失一局或者两局的情况下在反败为胜的。那梅茨说，他想这是他第一次闯入就是世乒赛的1/4决赛，男单1/4决赛。那每一场比赛他都会从头打到底，就是说在裁判局输了之后，他也没有什么特别的想法，然后他就是一个球接着一个球的把握住。他说打最后一个球的时候，他感到非常的困难，但是现在一切都 OK， 他觉得很不错，而且他觉得自己可以有挑战冠军的这种实力。谢谢。
So when did you start to think about by winning the game?
First, when I already won it, he was leading a lot at the beginning, and in the 7th I started very good, but it can change so far. So I had only in my mind to play the next ball and try to relax, and not to look nervous. Inside I was unbelievably nervous, but I really tried to keep poker face and not to show that I was nervous, because then I hoped that he will be even more nervous and even more hectic, and I think it was a right decision to stay cool.
然后新闻官的问题是，他是从什么时候开始觉得自己可以赢下这场比赛的？然后梅茨是说，他是随着比赛的不断的进行过程当中，然后在前3局的时候，因为他是以0-3落后的，所以他当时其实心里非常紧张，但是他告诉自己，我要表现得轻松一点，至少表面上看上去一点也不紧张，但其实他当时心里也一直是非常非常的紧张的。然后，主要就是这样。
You are free to ask questions. We have a microphone, so anybody wants to just pick.
我想问梅茨一个问题，就是他以前有没有打过网球？他那个后场勾球放得那么好，是不是专门用来这个中国的武器？然后其次就是有记者其他有人说你是丹麦的刘国正，你对这句话怎么想？谢谢。
I like high balls. Some words no.
The question from this man is he wants to ask if you are good at tennis, but because you play some very good ball, the top spins, and so that Hao Shuai can't make his win. And if the top spin is your arm to the Chinese team. And the second question is that some people said because you showed a strong mentality in this game, that they said you are Mr. Liu Guozhen in Denmark. What do you think of this?
I'm sorry, I'm what?
You are Mr. Liu Guozhen. You mean the Chinese player Liu Guozhen?
Yeah, I know.
Yesterday he played with Paul and...
Yeah, okay, it was a long question, but I will try to remember the beginning. What was the beginning? Sorry. Tennis. I don't know if I'm good at tennis. I beat my coach one time, but he's very slow. So no, but I had good feeling for high balls here, and yet already yesterday against Wang Hao, he started to miss 5 or 6 very important balls, and this gave me a little bit confident, and I think Hao Shuai also saw the match yesterday, and maybe when he started to miss the first ball, he started to think, I have to miss as many as Wang Hao yesterday, and then he get a little bit nervous maybe.
他主要是说他不知道他网球打的怎么样，因为他也和他的教练打网球，但是网球比起乒乓球来讲要慢得多。然后他说王浩昨天在比赛当中也曾经失误过5到6个非常关键的这样的高球，可能他是比较擅长这方面。
First you will ask two most exciting games in the tournament so far. In your next match, you play your third Chinese opponent of the tournament. What have you learnt from the first two, and how will you use this in their third match?
I think I've shown that I can beat them, and this is a very important sign. I mean, normally, and many Europeans, they play good against the Chinese, but they lose in the end. And now I've shown that I can beat them, and I think that gives me a very big confidence. And they don't know exactly how to react, because normally they are very confident against European players because they know they always win in the end. So I will try to use the last two games very positive, go in tomorrow and just play my game and ball for ball again. And yeah, I think I showed today that in sport everything can happen.
I think you're...
Yeah.
Is it a big factor of pressure for Chinese?
I don't know if Liu Guozheng already won. Okay, but it doesn't matter if it's Liu Guozheng or Ma Lin. I will not try to focus so much who I have to play. I will try to focus on my own game. I think I've shown that I can beat the best Chinese. And of course they have pressure. We knew it already before the tournament that they are very hungry to win the title here. And they still have a good chance, of course. But I think I've showed that if you believe you can beat them, then someday you will also beat them.
We have to translate.
第一个问题就是他问到了比赛之间他和刘国正之间的竞争，然后梅茨说他现在已经证明了他能打败最好的中国选手，这给他增加了很大的自信。对于就是明天和后天的就是男单的比赛，他会仍然就是打自己的比赛，然后一个球一个球的去追。然后后来又问到就是现场因为主场的观众，因为中国的球迷，就是对刘国正的支持，包括掌声，欢声雷动，所以对他的比赛有没有构成压力，使他感到紧张？他说他不介意这些，他完全可以理解中国球迷的一种心情。然后他觉得最关键的是打自己的比赛。然后他说，因为中国在那个上一届，因为中国队现在非常渴望获取胜利，所以他说他可以理解大家的这种心情，所以主要就是这样。他主要强调的是他不会受到这种影响，会打自己的比赛。
Mr. Max, you said last night it is very difficult to defeat the Chinese player in China, but you have defeated two Chinese players. What are the keys? Thanks.
I think the keys is that I continue fighting, even like, okay, yesterday I was leading from the beginning, but like today, then it's often that when the Chinese are leading, then you go down and then you maybe like surrender and they win quite easy. And of course I was a little bit lucky to get back in the game, but I think I showed them that they have to make 11 points to beat me, and this is a very important sign.
这个先生的问题主要是说，昨天梅茨先生在发布会上曾经说过，打败中国选手是一件非常困难的事情，但是他现在已经连续打败2个中国选手，就是问他对他所说过的话的一种解释。然后梅茨说，今天和昨天的情况有些不同，昨天他是在领先的情况下把比赛赢下来的，但是今天他是先落后3局，然后扳回了比赛。然后当然在比赛过程当中，他也会感到有一些郁闷，有一些心情低落的时候，但是最终他证明了他可以打败中国的选手。
Was a little bit slippery, especially when you fought back to 9-10 in the first set. It looks like the last point. You slipped away, lying at the bottom. What do you think at this moment?
I was not thinking, but yeah, it was very slippery because it's very hot in the hall, and yeah, the sweat is coming out of my socks and shoes and was wet everywhere, and yeah, it's difficult to keep dry. And I was just thinking, like I told now sometimes, that just try to keep the ball on the table, and I was not thinking that much because the game was almost over, and I always told myself that if he has to win, then he has to make the last point good. I don't have to make one easy mistake. If he wins, then okay, then I will say congratulations to him. He was a better player, but at least he have to make the points.
这位先生的问题是，就是在比赛的最后阶段，他看上去打得非常的艰难。 然后梅茨先生是说，当时他觉得比赛确实非常艰难，而且他很热，他的汗从身上，他可以感觉汗从身上不断的流下来，包括脚里，就是鞋子里面，他会觉得浑身都是湿透的。然后他说他当时没有时间，也没有思绪去想其他，他只希望把乒乓球打在桌上，把乒乓球留在桌上。然后他说你只能一分一分去想，当然总是会有最后一分的，但是他说你只能重视现在的每一分，把握现在的每一分。谢谢。
Thank you.